Prince Andrew was recently sold out by his former maid when all of his despicable acts in daily life were revealed to the press. Just a few minutes ago, the phrase Prince Andrew's behind-the-scenes behavior attracted millions of searches on the internet, and it is increasing rapidly. The reason is that the public really wants to know how bad Andrew's infamy is and what else is bad about him that they don't know. You won't regret watching this video because Andrew's old maid's revelations are really interesting. We all know that Prince Andrew, Duke of York, has long been a figure of controversy within the British royal family, marked by a series of alleged inappropriate behaviors and associations that have significantly tarnished his reputation. He is the third child of Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh. Andrew's life has been steeped in privilege and scrutiny from an early age. Andrew's association with Jeffrey Epstein, a disgraced financier and convicted offender, has been a focal point of public and media scrutiny. Epstein's crimes and subsequent legal proceedings have cast a shadow over Andrew due to their friendship, leading to widespread criticism and allegations against the Duke of York himself. One of the most damning aspects of Prince Andrew's public image is the string of reported incidents that paint him in a negative light. His alleged use of racial slurs, including reportedly using the N-word in a conversation with a senior political aide, has sparked outrage and condemnation. Such incidents not only reflect poorly on his judgment, but also fuel perceptions of privilege and insensitivity. In addition to verbal controversies, Prince Andrew has been accused of engaging in bizarre and reckless behavior. Reports alleged that he once sprayed paint on reporters who were covering his activities, demonstrating a volatile and unpredictable temperament. Another incident detailed in Vanity Fair describes Andrew's decision to ram open park gates rather than drive a slightly longer distance to reach his destination, illustrating a disregard for rules and norms that further complicates his public image. Charlotte Briggs, who served as Prince Andrew's maid after his divorce from Sarah Ferguson in 1996, has added her voice to the chorus of criticism surrounding the Duke. At just 21 years old, Briggs took on a role that she described as the job nobody wanted, implying a challenging and potentially fraught working environment. Her insights into Andrew's behavior during her time in his service contribute to a broader narrative of dysfunction and controversy surrounding his personal and professional life. One of the incidents Briggs recalled vividly involved an ordinary task that escalated into a confrontation. Prince Andrew, described by Briggs as a bit lazy, would frequently summon her to perform menial tasks, such as closing heavy floor-to-ceiling curtains in his residence. On one occasion, after diligently completing this task, she inadvertently left a small gap where the curtains met. This minor oversight provoked an outburst from the Duke, who reportedly emerged from his office shouting in frustration, berating Briggs for her perceived mistake. "Can't you fucking do anything right?" Prince Andrew's harsh words echoed through the corridor, leaving Briggs visibly shaken and reduced to tears. The incident not only highlighted Andrew's short temper, but also underscored the power dynamics at play within the royal household, where even routine duties carried significant weight and scrutiny. Briggs portrayed Prince Andrew as extremely demanding and recalled feeling the need to evade his notice whenever possible. The environment she described was one of constant pressure and scrutiny, where the slightest error could provoke a disproportionate reaction from the Duke. This atmosphere of tension and unpredictability colored Briggs's entire tenure as his maid, tarnishing what might have otherwise been a prestigious position within the royal household. Reflecting on her experience, Briggs lamented the effect Prince Andrew's behavior had on her professional and personal life. She characterized him as arrogant, suggesting that his demeanor and management style had a detrimental impact not only on her job satisfaction, but also on her overall well-being during her time in his service. Briggs, speaking with the Daily Mail, expressed no reservations in criticizing Prince Andrew, bluntly stating, "I don't give a toss what Prince Andrew feels. He is a horrible, nasty man." Her candid assessment underscores the depth of her disillusionment with her former employer, highlighting the emotional toll of her experiences while in his service. One of the incidents that prompted Briggs to speak out was the media coverage of Prince Andrew's extensive collection of stuffed bears. Reports detailed the elaborate care instructions for maintaining his 72 teddy bear collection, which included specific placements and arrangements meticulously dictated by the Duke. The largest bears were to be positioned at the back, with the smallest ones in the front, a detail noted by the New York Post. Andrew's two favorite bears occupied mini thrones flanking his bed, symbolizing the extent to which even his personal comforts were subject to precise oversight. According to The Sun, the upkeep of Andrew's bedroom extended beyond the teddy bears. His royal crest-embroidered pillows had to be centered meticulously on his canopy bed after the mattress was turned. His nightclothes were to be arranged with equal care, and the bears removed from the bed as per strict instructions. Maids, including Briggs, were provided with laminated instructional sheets outlining the daily routines for the bears, specifying where each should be placed throughout the day and how they should be rearranged at night. Briggs recounted undergoing a day of training dedicated solely to mastering these intricate procedures. Every aspect of the environment surrounding Prince Andrew had to conform to exacting standards, creating what she described as a peculiar and demanding work environment. The meticulous care demanded for Andrew's stuffed hippo and Black Panther toys in relation to the arrangement of colored throws on his bed further exemplified the extent to which his preferences governed daily routines. The level of detail and control Prince Andrew exerted over his personal space, particularly regarding his collection of stuffed animals, underscores a broader pattern of behavior characterized by rigidity and insistence on conformity. Briggs recalled instances where Andrew would fly into tantrums if any of these specifications were not meticulously followed, illustrating the volatile atmosphere she navigated while in his employ. One incident, recounted by the Daily Mail, involved a notable clash over personal space between Prince Andrew and his elder brother, Prince Charles. At the age of 39, Andrew reportedly placed his toiletry bag in Prince Charles's bathroom at Buckingham Palace. When palace staff attempted to rectify the situation by informing Andrew that he had mistakenly placed his belongings in the wrong bathroom, the Duke of York adamantly refused to relocate his items. The situation escalated to the point where Queen Elizabeth II herself intervened, prompting Andrew to finally comply and remove his toiletries from Charles's bathroom. Former Buckingham Palace maid Jeanette McGowan characterized the incident as a bizarre standoff, highlighting Andrew's stubbornness and disregard for protocol compared to Charles's more mature response. McGowan emphasized that there was no discernible difference between the bathrooms, making Andrew's insistence all the more perplexing. Briggs, reflecting on her own experiences, contrasted Andrew's entitled behavior with the dignified humility she encountered in other prominent figures. She recounted a poignant encounter with former South African President Nelson Mandela, where she was humbled by his warmth and appreciation, including being hugged by Mandela himself. In stark contrast, Briggs described Prince Andrew as being worlds apart from Mandela, emphasizing his lack of appreciation for the responsibilities that come with his position. According to Briggs, Andrew's sense of entitlement was singular among the royals she encountered during her tenure. She noted respectful interactions with Prince Charles and Prince Edward, contrasting sharply with her experiences of demeaning treatment from Andrew. Even brief encounters with Prince Philip left Briggs with a positive impression, describing him as nice and gentlemanly, in contrast to Andrew's behavior. Briggs also expressed sympathy for Queen Elizabeth II amidst the scandals surrounding Andrew's alleged misconduct. She remarked that it must be particularly difficult for the Queen to navigate such controversies within her own family, reflecting a sentiment shared by many observing the monarchy's internal challenges. In addition to Charlotte Briggs's remarkable revelations, Prince Andrew has repeatedly exposed himself to other evil qualities. According to The Sun, one of the more recent incidents involving Prince Andrew occurred shortly after he was served with legal papers related to an abuse lawsuit. In what was described as an overreaction, Andrew reportedly confronted a female gardener over improperly cutting trees on his estate. Despite the gardener not being responsible for the mistake, Andrew unleashed a tirade of shouting and criticism, leaving the staffer visibly shaken and upset. The incident occurred just days after the Duke had received official notification of the lawsuit against him, highlighting the heightened tension and stress under which he was operating. A source close to the situation characterized Andrew's behavior as excessive given the circumstances, noting that the gardener, who had a reputation for being hard-working and conscientious, was unfairly targeted for an issue beyond her control. The source emphasized that while Andrew may be under significant stress, it is not an excuse to mistreat staff who are simply performing their duties. The altercation reportedly took place during routine maintenance work on young trees at Andrew's mansion in October 2021. Spotting a problem with the saplings, Andrew's reaction was described as explosive, with witnesses recounting his loud and accusatory tone towards the gardener and others involved in the project. The incident serves as a stark reminder of the power dynamics at play within royal households, where even minor issues can escalate into confrontations with far-reaching consequences. This incident is part of a broader pattern of behavior attributed to Prince Andrew by former staffers, who have described him as entitled and prone to outbursts. Earlier accounts include allegations from a former maid, who claimed Andrew once made her rush to close curtains that were well within his reach, illustrating a disregard for the dignity and convenience of those in his employ. In addition, the portrayal of Prince Andrew in the documentary Prince Andrew Banished also paints a complex picture of a royal figure whose behavior and actions have stirred controversy and condemnation, both within and outside the royal family. Former Royal Press Secretary Dickie Arbiter's blunt assessment of Andrew as an idiot reflects a candid appraisal of the Duke of York's perceived shortcomings. Arbiter's remark underscores a sentiment shared by many critics and observers who have followed Andrew's tumultuous journey from royal privilege to public scrutiny. Despite his royal status, Andrew's personal hobbies and behaviors have often drawn attention. His collection of stuffed bears, meticulously arranged and maintained, offers a glimpse into his private world, showcasing a penchant for personal indulgences that some view as out of touch with his royal responsibilities. Helen Kerwin-Taylor, speaking on Andrew's behind-the-scenes persona, suggested that he perceived himself not just as a royal figure, but also as a celebrity. This perception, according to Kerwin-Taylor, contributed to a disconnect between Andrew's public role and his private actions, potentially exacerbating public perceptions of entitlement and detachment. Journalist Nina Metz, summarizing the documentary's impact, expressed unease at the compilation of Andrew's controversies in one comprehensive narrative. The documentary, she noted, serves as a damning indictment not only of Andrew himself, but also of those within royal circles who may have enabled or turned a blind eye to his behavior. The portrayal of Andrew as a problematic figure within the royal hierarchy echoes broader concerns about accountability and transparency within institutions of power. His perceived mishandling of personal affairs, coupled with public relations missteps, has fueled debates about the role and responsibilities of royals in contemporary society. After all of Prince Andrew's toxic behavior, it is now easy to see the alienation of royal family members from him, typically Harry. The encounter between Prince Harry and Prince Andrew at King Charles III's coronation ceremony in May 2023, as captured in a video and analyzed by body language experts, provides a revealing glimpse into the strained dynamics within the royal family. From the moment they arrived, tensions between Harry and Andrew were palpable. Harry, known for his independent streak and occasional clashes with royal tradition, exited his car ahead of Andrew. However, upon noticing Andrew exiting the car in front of him, Harry abruptly stopped in his tracks. Body language expert Jess Ponce III interpreted this as a deliberate gesture on Harry's part, suggesting that his decision to wait and let Andrew proceed first might stem from a mix of respect and underlying discord. Ponce noted that Harry's behavior, pausing and slowing down as he approached the gathering crowd, indicated a reluctance to engage with Andrew. Despite coming within close proximity, the two princes appeared to maintain a noticeable distance and barely interacted during the event. This lack of interaction, according to Ponce, reflected potential strained relations or personal animosity between them. The frosty atmosphere between Harry and Andrew at the coronation ceremony underscores broader rifts within the royal family. While Harry has occasionally distanced himself from royal duties and traditions, Andrew has faced intense scrutiny and legal challenges, particularly in relation to his association with Jeffrey Epstein and allegations of misconduct, which he denies. The public nature of their interaction, or lack thereof, adds another layer of scrutiny to the ongoing narrative surrounding the monarchy. As prominent members of the royal family, Harry and Andrew's interactions are closely watched and interpreted by the media and public alike, reflecting both personal dynamics and broader implications for the institution they represent. In addition to Harry, King Charles is also said to be trying to avoid contact with Prince Andrew. On April 9, 2023, King Charles III and Queen Camilla attended an Easter service at St. George's Chapel in Windsor Castle, a solemn occasion marked by the significance of Charles' first Easter as the reigning monarch of England and the 2-year anniversary of Prince Philip's death. Amidst the emotional weight of the day, Prince Andrew's presence at the service alongside the royal family sparked speculation about his status within the fold of the monarchy. The invitation extended to Prince Andrew to join the royal family at such a poignant event led some royal commentators to ponder whether this signaled a tentative reintegration into royal circles. However, interpretations varied, and body language expert Jess Ponce III offered a nuanced perspective on the dynamics observed during the service. Analyzing footage of the royals entering St. George's Chapel, Ponce noted subtle but telling details in King Charles's demeanor. Despite the familial setting, Ponce observed that Charles did not appear entirely at ease as Andrew trailed behind him. The king's gestures, such as fidgeting with his left hand inside his suit pocket and adjusting his sleeve, suggested a degree of inner restlessness or distraction. Ponce interpreted Charles's behavior as potentially reflective of deeper sentiments or concerns. The expert pointed out that Charles's apparent lack of engagement with Andrew, including not making eye contact or acknowledging him directly, indicated a notable distance in their interaction. Such nonverbal cues can often convey unspoken tensions or reservations, hinting at underlying complexities within familial relationships. While the public and media might interpret Andrew's presence at the Easter service as a symbolic gesture of acceptance or reconciliation, Ponce's analysis urged caution against overinterpreting the significance of such appearances. The absence of overt familial warmth or interaction between Charles and Andrew during a moment of communal reverence underscored the intricacies and potential strains within the royal family dynamic. What do you think about Prince Andrew's toxic behavior and the consequences he suffered afterward? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.